yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know all my struggles. You know what?
All right, man. So I got to ask you, growing up, who were some of your favorite players?
Favorite players growing up, I would go with Derek Jeter, obviously, Albert, Adrian Beltre, Matt Holliday. Those are usually my guys I would watch and try to mimic some of my game after.
So, I told you this, right, about the Mt Rushmore thing. And I think it's just a huge honor, because every time I interview third basemen, they mention you. You're like the unanimous answer. I mean, Mike Schmidt gets brought up, but you're usually one of the four that always gets mentioned. So I got to ask you, as the guy that is mentioned the most, if you did your Mount Rushmore for third baseman, your position, who would be the four?
Oof. Wow. Well, I appreciate everyone saying, or whoever said me, I appreciate that. But for me, my Mount Rushmore third baseman probably goes Mike Schmidt, Adrian Beltre. Man, probably Scott Rowland. Man. Eddie Matthews was a great third baseman.
I'm glad you're naming these guys.
Yeah. And someone that I watch all the time, and I think from a range, from a guy that's out there playing every day, probably Manny Machado is probably in there.
Wow, I like that.
And there's a lot of good young ones that are coming. They're going to probably be up there, with Chapman, so the Rileys of the world. Those guys are really good players too. But that's my top five right now.
I love it. So the thing I got to ask you is this, man, defense. That is sort of obviously you're a great hitter as well, but your bread and butter is the defense. What made you want to be just this defensive guru, man? Because, your range is unreal.
Well, I think it was a mixture of things. When I first got drafted, some teams were drafting me as a catcher because I wasn't good over there. And with the Rockies, it was my first camp with them and all that was, hey, if you don't move well, we're going to probably move you to catcher. So you got to make sure you take care of your body and then make sure you stay in shape and you're moving good. And then so I kind of just focused on those things. And I didn't want to play catcher because that's way too hard. And it takes a beating, and you got to be a special guy to be playing catcher at elite level. And I didn't want to be that guy. So just wanted to work at being a third baseman, being good, and being good on both sides of the ball. I want to be able to hit offensively, but also play my position.
I like that. So I do this one cool question where I say build the perfect infield. And it's with current players, but non-teammates. You're playing third.
No teammates?
No teammates. So you need a shortstop, second, and first.
Yeah.
Non-teammates. Who is going to be that infield?
Man. JT Realmuto behind the plate.
Okay.
Can't put Goldie at first. Probably go Freddie at first.
Okay.
Oh, man.
It's tough.
This is tough, man. Shortstops. Man, there's just so many good ones, man. That's a tough question, dude. I'll go Seager at short from a offensive standpoint. Just overall, just really good. And second baseman. Man, I can't even think of all the second basemen that are out there, man. Probably Jose Altuve.
That's a good.
I mean, I know a lot of people don't love Jose Altuve out here in Texas, on the Dallas
area. We love
Jose.
Good guy.
But in the Dallas area, you got to pay respects to the man. He's an unbelievable hitter, and he's one of the best hitters of probably of our generation.
I love it. So MLB the Show, the video game. I got to ask you this: the first time you saw yourself on a video game, what did you think?
I thought that my rating on my speed was absolutely terrible. They put me way down there. It was cool, to see your name on a video game or whatever, and see you like playing. And they try to, they got the elbow guard that I wear, the shin one, and it's pretty cool, man, to see that. I don't play the show a whole lot, but I think it's pretty cool that just being on a video game and just seeing your name out there is sweet.
All right, a few more questions. So I do this question called walk-up music. You know how the pitchers have the cool themes now.
Yeah.
But let's just say if there's a song called Nolan Arenado, you can pick any artist dead or alive to do your walk-up song. Who do you want to do your walk-up song?
Ooh, that's tough, man. I mean, I like a lot of rap. Okay. I'll probably go Gangstar to do my walkout.
One time, recipes for Guru, man.
Yeah.
Recipes Guru and DJ. Shout out to DJ Premier. Okay, I like that. That's a good answer, man. That's the first. I like that. Okay. You being a fan of baseball, not only being one of the better players in baseball, being a fan of baseball, the WBC happened, right? And I know it was tough.
Yeah.
But to see that moment between Trout and Ohtani, for you seeing that from you were right there in that moment. How was that for you?
Well, it was special. I mean, it really was a great at bat by Trout, but Shohei just threw one of the nastiest pitches we probably have ever seen as far as that slider 3-2 after he just threw a couple heaters 101 and 102. So it was a tough at bat, but Trout had a great at bat, but Shohei, good pitching beats good hitting, and he just made the great pitches. But it was just being in that moment. I think it's something that I'm gonna remember forever because I think everyone's gonna remember that moment. And I thought just playing in that World Baseball Classic, I thought brought a lot of light to it.
Yeah.
And I think our team brought that, and I think the Venezuela, every team brought that and brought the energy. And I think now people are looking forward to watching it again.
Obviously you played in Colorado, and this is the last question. But then you go to like a historic franchise in St. Louis. Just being able to walk out there and put on a Cardinals uniform for you. How's that for you as a player, man? Because this is a historic franchise.
It is, and it's really cool. Obviously you think about Albert and what we saw last year, Yachty, Bob Gibson, Stan Musial, all those guys, all these names, Scott Rowe. I mean, everybody, David Freese. And I know you don't want to hear about that one, but it's the truth. And I think when I think of those guys just being in the same uniform as them, watching them, it's special and it's something you take pride in.
I love it, man. Well, Nolan, man, we finally made it happen. I know all my people are happy about this. I appreciate your time, man.
No
Keep on doing your thing out
I
there.
appreciate you, brother.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.